Grandmother is amazing. She's been driving just one car for 56 years. She's definitely a car lover. December 1966, at the age of 22, Catherine buys this red car in California, USA, licensed for the road in early 1967, and gave it the lovely name of Annie. To this day, Annie has traveled 650,000 miles with Catherine. That's 16 laps around the world. The enviable thing is that Catherine, who is in her 80s, still drives her old Annie to work every day. When the car manufacturer found out about her and Annie's story, the staff soon contacted Catherine's grandmother. They were curious as to why the grandmother, whose family is very wealthy, but why hadn't she got a new car? Here's what she said. She's my family, my friend. Now, like me, she's just a bit old, but not so old that she can't move. The most important thing is, she never left me on the side of the road. The grandmother asked the staff, if someone close to you was getting old, would you give up on her? I don't think so. The staff were touched by the grandmother's words. They offered to refurbish the 56-year-old car free of charge. The grandmother was so excited that she burst into tears because she had been thinking of doing this before, but no one had been willing to take it on because Annie was too old. The grandmother kissed Annie before she was towed away. Arriving at the workshop, the first thing the staff had to do was to dismantle. The interior of the chassis is empty, removing each and every part, checking their condition carefully. A detailed refurbishment plan is drawn up for it. Upon dismantling, the crew found the interior was very corroded and rusty in many places. In this case, it was necessary to cut out the parts and re-weld them, then rust-proofed. The body was repainted to its original color. You will notice that the paint is not as bright as the current one. That's right, because it's strictly based on pre-56 specifications. Grandma Catherine didn't want a shiny new car. She wanted the old, familiar Annie she remembered, and the attentive staff took into account. Annie would be with Grandma Catherine for a long time. The car has been given a new powertrain. It's like having a young heart transplanted into it. And so, almost half of Annie's parts have been replaced. 365 of them have been repaired. With the final commissioning complete, this 56-year-old car, Grandma Catherine's old friend Annie, is finally coming home. Grandma was thrilled, arriving early to pick up the car. When
Oh my goodness, I never expected her to look like this.
she turned around and saw the image in her mind of Annie from 56 years ago, and there she was again. It was as if she was a 22-year-old girl again. There's a time for flowers to bloom again, but no one is ever young again. Although Grandma Catherine will never be the same again, but I believe that Annie will always be with her on her long journey. May all the good people of the world be treated with kindness.